Want an easy way to add contrast to your menu? Add Sugar Foods crunchy toppings to your salads, burgers, bowls, and more. From crispy onions and crunchy jalapenos to wontons and then some. These toppings could be your new superpower. Check out the full lineup at sugarfoods.com.
Starbucks is laying off a significant number of corporate workers. Denny's is adding an egg surcharge. And this fast casual salad chain just got a big cash infusion. Welcome to Restaurant Daily, a quick look at the industry's top stories from the editors of Nation's Restaurant News and Restaurant Business. I'm RB Managing Editor Heather Lally.
And I'm NRN Senior Food and Beverage Editor Brett Thorne. Starbucks is laying off more than 1,000 workers. The coffee shop's chain said Monday that it is laying off 1,100 support center employees and eliminating hundreds of open and unfilled positions. The layoffs represent nearly 10% of the chain's 16,000 corporate-level workers. Layoffs won't impact store employees or those involved in coffee roasting, warehouse, manufacturing, or distribution. The company is reorganizing its support teams to make them quicker and more efficient.
Denny's is following Waffle House in adding surcharges to menus as the price of eggs continues to rise. The Spartanburg, South Carolina-based family dining brand said it tries to plan ahead with vendors to limit the impact on market volatility. A company spokesperson said the temporary egg price increases would be put into effect market by market.
Just Salad, the fast casual restaurant chain, has raised $200 million from an investor group led by Wellington Management, alongside D1 Capital Partners, Neuberger Berman, and Stripes. The New York City-based Just Salad said transaction proceeds will be used to support new unit growth, as well as investment in menu innovation, advanced technology initiatives, and customer experience.
Domino's U.S. same-store sales rose just 0.4% in the fourth quarter. The number disappointed investors, and yet the chain was able to gain market share against competitors last year as the fast food pizza sector struggled with consumer weakness and intense competition from third-party aggregators. Domino's itself generated sales growth from carryout and its Uber Eats deal. The company said that it is in talks with other third-party delivery companies, likely DoorDash, and could soon test an expansion of its use of aggregators.
Hurricane Grill and Wings franchisees have sued their franchisor. Operators sued the wing chain and its owner, Fat Brands, accusing them of raiding the marketing fund and damaging the brand. They argue that Fat Brands has underfunded the marketing department, even though franchisees have regularly contributed 3% of their revenue into the fund. Franchisees also accused the company of misusing the funds, using information from an SEC lawsuit against Fat Brands last year, accusing Fat Brands founder Andy Wiederhorn of using company funds for personal use.
The tip credit will live on in Michigan. Late last week, Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed two bills that will keep the tip credit alive, but will speed a phased-in increase in the minimum wage, which will increase to $15 per hour by 2027. The sub-minimum wage for tipped workers will also increase in phases, reaching 50% of the state minimum wage by 2031. The result was considered a win for the industry after voter initiatives there threatened to kill the tip credit in the state.
The popular McRib tops the list as the menu item consumers most want McDonald's to bring back permanently, according to online search data. But what about the McPizza and the McDLT? Both of those also landed in the top 10, but they haven't been around since the 90s. The McPizza was eliminated because it took too long to execute, while the McDLT used packaging that was not eco-friendly. For the build-it-yourself McDLT, the warm burger and bun were packed in one compartment of a styrofoam container, and the lettuce, tomato, and cheese were packed in the other.
And that will do it for today's edition of Restaurant Daily. I'm Heather Lally.
And I'm Brett Thorne. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Restaurant Daily. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe. Want an easy way to add contrast to your menu? Add Sugar Foods crunchy toppings to your salads, burgers, bowls, and more. From crispy onions and crunchy jalapenos to wontons and then some. These toppings could be your new superpower. Check out the full lineup at sugarfoods.com.